Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've recorded my voice. Today I'm going to share with you my 15th sketchbook, which I actually finished a while ago, but I've been putting this off because I hate this sketchbook. But let's just, this is a sticker that I made. I made a lot of them, but put one on here because I felt like it. Let's just start. One of the reasons I hate this sketchbook is because towards the end I got really depressed and unmotivated by my art as a whole. And I hadn't done anything for the first page, so I just, it's just supposed to be me, Dylan, Jake, and Aaron. I started the sketchbook on March 25th and ended it July 8th. So that was a while ago. It's like 2 weeks ago. I think, yeah. During the first set of this sketchbook, I tried to design Aaron. And I've designed him. I figured out his design. It's nothing like this. I hate this. But it took me a long time to figure out what was wrong with his design. Just some random sketches. Oh, I saw this cosplayer on TikTok, and they were cosplaying Shigaraki, but in a Sailor Fuku. And I drew that, and then I drew Deku in one nose, because I felt like just some pencil smudges everywhere as well. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this page. I was designing one of my 7 Innocents characters. You may remember him. You may remember that from my last sketchbook tour. If you want to go check that out, probably be in the iCard page of Dylan. And this is when I started trying to actually do his colors, because originally his design was this is the colors that I had figured out for him. I also forgot to do his tail and every single one of these drawings. Well, doing this page made me realize that I don't know how to draw expressions, so that was this. I drew the girls. The girls! I haven't drawn them in a while, I should do that again. Their designs have changed from this quite a lot, actually. I tried to start designing Greed, but I didn't like it. It was just horrible, and I hate it. Kind of like this one, but I go back to it later. Some Solangelo. I messed up really bad on both of them, but we're just gonna ignore this page because I hate it, and I don't know why I drew myself. I was bored. Random painting. Some Supernatural because I was watching that. I haven't finished it. I'm like season 4, but this was season 1, and I decided to draw some fan art, and I don't know. Speaking of fan art, I made this huge Hamilton spread because I was listening to the musical for like the 5th time. I actually watched it when it came. I watched the full musical when it came out on Disney Plus. I cried a lot. I drew some memes, and my favorite character. Gay. This section, because this just makes me mad. French Baguette, Large Baguette, Scarlet Sisters, woo. I don't know. Painting, guess. I do the same character from this painting, because I like the character, I don't know. I got the idea from his hair to do Aaron again, and I realized that I had forgotten that he had a tattoo like in his older drawings, he had a tattoo, and it's just roses, and it's really pretty. I decided to only keep it on one hand just because it looks bad on both, on one hand, one arm. And I decided to change his outfit. I changed his hair a lot, and I like it better. And his design has become more consistent and more just better in general now. I don't know. I'm probably gonna. It's weird looking back on this because my style has changed so much from this, and you'll see that in the next couple of speed paints of why in what aspects my style changed. Cause the speed paints that I've been posting have sort of been a bit of drawings that I had done before, and I hadn't had the time to edit them or motivation to edit them, so I have been posting those, and I've been restarting. But my style has changed a lot. I got the idea to make a scarecrow seat thing, and I hate it. This one looks like a Nightcrawler. Fresno Nightcrawler. More Aaron, trying to get his stuff here. I actually did this digitally and tried to get his colors right, but I didn't like it. Just a random thing. Watercolor markers. It bled through, so I put a piece of watercolor paper, and I did gay on both these pages, dreary and clans, because they teased us so much in clans. Like, if you go back to the early seasons, 1, there's just so much tension between them, and 2, just, if you look closely, you can see that there is a bi-color flag overlay over a ton of their scenes together, and it's just like, and not to mention the color schemes, and their lying colors, and it's just like, you teased us so hard, why? That's just why I hate Voltron. I would love to rewatch it again, but I can't finish it. I drew this thing. That was when I decided to study just vintage clothing. I don't know. I drew some Dylans, and again with the tail. The tail isn't here at all. He didn't put his horns on this one. I didn't put his horns on. But like, the face isn't consistent in any of these, and I hate the outfits for all of these. I just hate it. I sort of like how this page turned out, except this face looks weird. I don't like this outfit. I don't like how I did his hair. But other than that, it's okay. And oh my god, his face looks horrible here. I don't really like the outfits for any of these, but like, I did this with ink, and it's not that, I don't know. Feet! Oh. Okay, so this spread started out with this drawing. And then I had the idea to make a character out of her, and I threw away this entire concept. But basically it was about these lesbians, the lesbos, because they're lesbos, the lesbians, and it was supposed to be about how these two girls had to overcome their fears to love each other, I guess, but like, I don't know. I gave up because I couldn't design her, and here's the concept if you want to read it, I guess, or whatever, if you can even read my handwriting. I couldn't get her face right, and I was just super angry, and I just stopped, and I got really depressed. I drew that, and then I just started doing some gestures, gesture drawings. Towards this area, I decided to stop drawing, and I started to write down some of my stories, try to edit them in a way that I've liked. For this one, I took one of my old stories, and I decided to edit it so that one of the main character, I decided to turn into more of a other character, a side-ish character. Let me fix the lighting. That's a bit better. I don't know. Oh, if you haven't noticed, I got a new desk. I use this desk along with my normal desk, but like I'm gonna use this desk for filming because the setup and it's easier to film, and I'm gonna be doing more traditional speed paints using this setup, so we'll get used to this setup. Even if the lighting is horrible. I will fix the lighting eventually. I promise. Ignore that. Okay. Just trying not to knock my light over. You can like read the story if you want to. This was actually my first post on Instagram. If you want to go check that out, my Instagram will probably be in the description. It will be. Again, his design has changed so much from this. His colors are completely different now, and he was originally white, as you can tell, but I was like, all the characters in this story are white, so yeah, he's darker skinned, and that should be one of my next speed paints. I'll have him fully colored. And his, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, okay? Also, if you can't tell by what I've been drawing him in, I don't know how to draw. I don't know what girls' clothes are. And you may be thinking, hey, you're a girl. Why don't you know what girls' clothes look? Because I don't know, okay? I usually just wear gender neutral clothes unless it's a skirt and just a collared shirt, because that's what I wore to school for my uniform. I don't really wear anything else. I don't really know. I've been getting better, I guess. I'm trying to get back in touch with my femininity. I don't know if I will be able to, but I'm trying. Oh, okay, so this one, I took the concept in this story and I combined it with another story. So that is a story. And it's about, well, the original story was about asexuals, but this one is about asexuals, and the entire story has been different. The entire story is completely different, and it's got similar characters, well, the same characters, except his name is different. And yeah, and these two characters are in it, but they're also different, and then she has a different name, but she's also in it, and then the main character is another princess, and it's gay, and it's asexual, and I don't know. I've been having to do a lot of research for a lot of my stuff, because I keep doing things that I don't know anything about, like asexuals, trans men. I don't know anymore, but I've been trying. Again, you can like read that if you want to. We're gonna go ahead and skip this page. Aaron. I love this little Dylan. It's so precious and I love it. And if you're wondering, this is probably most likely referring to Dylan or to Jake, whichever one you believe, whichever one you want to believe. I joined a tag on TikTok, and this is my character. Her name is Dean, and basically the entire concept of the story is that you're dead and you're on the other side, and there's a city, and it's called the Other Side City, and she's gay, because all of our characters are gay, except a few of them, and half the people in the tag are also gay, but we're not going to talk about that. We haven't actually done this in a long time, since quarantine started. We've just all gone on the things. I haven't even been on TikTok in a long time. I haven't posted anything. More of White Dylan. This was the first finished piece that I actually did with him, and I did all of these four in the same day, but then I did this on another day, this on another day, this on another day, and this on another day. I don't know, ignore my voice. I like how this one turned out. I really like how this turned out, because he looks more manly in this one. Like, he just looks more masculine. That's the word, masculine. But then again, I didn't really like that, because he is supposed to be a feminine character. But, like, I don't know. That's why he wears a skirt. And I love him for it. I finally drew his tail in all of these drawings, I believe. Except, obviously, these two, because it's not there. And that one, because it's not there. But, yeah. Oh, also, he wraps his tail around his leg when he's nervous, and I really like that. Oh, when he gets mad, scared, or really, really excited, he just flutters up in the air, and it's really cute. Oh, I don't think I've actually talked about this, but I am planning to make Dylan and Aaron and Jake's story into a comic. And recently I've been working a lot on that. And that has been what I've been doing on my new sketchbook, which I'm actually pretty far in, and I don't know, okay. And I'm trying to get the script done, but I keep getting distracted. This page is just chaotic page. I drew this and I liked it, and then I tried to replicate the style and I couldn't. I think this is supposed to be Kara. I don't know. Kara. I don't know. More of me hating my art, so I tried to do gestures drawings and I still hate it. I've learned to draw abs better, and I have, but abs are hard, but like they're fun to draw. But obviously that's not what abs look like. That's just weird. I tried to rewrite Abby, Nora, and Milo's story. And I hate it. I mean, I don't hate it because it's not that bad of a story concept, but it's sort of writing off of Ruby and the idea of them having powers, and it was mostly the idea of them having, like, the dusts of magic. That's where the idea stemmed from. And then, of course, I decided to make a school for magic because I'm not original anymore. Except the Dylan and Aaron story. I should make a video of how I came up with Dylan and Aaron's story, because it's a long roller coaster. It really is. It's really long. So yeah, I wrote that. I got ballpoint pens. I drew Dylan. I don't know. More sad gay stories, because this is all I write. This story is very much writing off of Given. And by that I mean I copied Given, except one, the main character isn't actually in the band until the end of the story, and two, his ex-boyfriend isn't dead. I don't know why I made this character. I don't know. I don't know anymore, because this is, I didn't even remember I made this character at all. Because I don't know, I've been, you might remember Ellis from some of my previous sketchbooks, and she was my D&D character, and I was supposed to do her in a different campaign, but then that campaign just ended, and I don't know why I made this character. Because we started a new campaign with me and some other friends, different friends, and I made a new character, and I didn't know I had this character. Also, my new character is non-binary. If you can tell, I apparently switch genders every single time I do a new D&D character, and yet they are still the same class. Although this one's a halfling this time. They're not a half elf again, because yeah. The boys. I had a premonition about drawing this one. I don't know why. As it says, I need to learn how to draw slouching poses. I'm better at that now. I hated this. I don't really hate this, but like I don't like it. Like I like it, but like it's not bad. It's just that there are elements of it that I hate, that I don't like. And if I redrew this now with my new knowledge, I'd probably be able to do it. Because this is back in May. Yeah, that's how time works. I rewatched. I finished Avatar. I'm gonna rewatch it again because it's just so good. And I love Zuko, and I could watch him a million times. I really could. I made a little comic because as soon as I heard these lines in the first episode of the 3rd season, I was like, Zuko? So I made this comic, and I don't know. It looks absolutely horrendous, but it's funny. I might redo it, and then this is where I thumbnailed my Zuko drawing, my Zuko speed paint. So that'll be somewhere. Also linked in the card. It probably will. I don't know. This is Pride. Yeah. He's gay. If you can't tell, I'm unoriginal. I am very unoriginal, apparently. Yeah, he's Pride, and I decided that he's not just gonna represent like Pride as in like I'm better than everybody, even though he does. He's just gonna represent pride in yourself. So he's a very encouraging person. I don't know. Okay, I haven't done anything with these characters in quite a while. I did this with pencils, and I absolutely hate everything about this drawing. I might actually go into depth about the lore of the sins and what they are and how that works. Same with the virtues. They have the same laws. The virtues and the sins. I need to design the virtues. Oh, I got a haircut. Notice how I can't draw myself consistently, unless it's in this style. Oh, I also changed my style. You might notice that my logo is different now. Yeah, I changed my little style, and no, that's in this sketchbook. You'll see that in my next sketchbook tour and where that happened. I was trying to stylize cats. I will have you know, I have not drawn a cat since this spread. Well, I did draw one cat. That was Salem, but like, I love this page, but solely because of my lovely Envy. I love her. She is precious being, and she deserves to be protected, and she's trans and asexual. She's a baby, though. Absolutely baby. She really is. She's also like the previous Queen of Hell, but like we're not gonna talk about that right now. It's like later, because I do things about that. I was trying to design his colors, because I don't know, I just wanted to see his colors again. This is what his colors really look like now, except I stripped his design of all pink, and it's more of just blue and purple now, so there's no pink in it. I don't know, I kind of like this one, I don't know. Oh, let's reveal. Ow. I actually did this, the skin color and the hair over it. If you can look, you can see that it's not what it was before. His hair is super big in this drawing. But I had the idea to draw him in a princess dress. And then I decided to draw Envy on the other page because she's a baby. Yeah, stick together. Oh, for this drawing, I used, it fell. These paint markers that I got, and I almost dropped everything, and I just spread acrylic on here and then did that. I honestly hate this spread, but okay. Raver, King of Hell. See, him and her used to be married. But then stuff happened with Farron, who is Raver's brother, aka God, who is the villain of their story. I don't know, I should go into depth of the story without trying to do spoilers. But yeah, I'm gonna just like give you the gist of this story. The comic is basically a war for LGBT rights in the universe where the concept that gays are against the Bible is real. And that's the story. But that was not the original concept of the story. The original concept is really weird. But yeah, and then I was trying to thumbnail to do a speed paint of my boys for Pride Month, but this is where I get really demotivated and I just hate my art because, as you may notice, I didn't do a drawing for Pride Month. And that is because I had tried this in 2 different times I tried this with first this one, and I had done this like 5 times, tried to redo it over and over 5 times. And then I did another one that I also did like a few times, and I just couldn't get it to where I was happy with it, and I hated it so much. I absolutely hated it. I don't think I absolutely hate. So I listened to Be More Chill. Well, I didn't listen to it. I watched it. I watched I watched a high school performance of it, and honestly, I like the characters better in that one than some of the recordings that I've heard. And I drew some stuff from it, and the only drawings that I really like on this page are my boy here, and my boys here. I don't really like any of the other drawings, and you can see that from this. This lovely face. Because I tried to fix it with watercolor, and I hate it. Another thing I hate. I don't know why, but as soon as Pride Month rolled around, I was just super demotivated and I couldn't draw anything gay. I don't know why I time traveled. Apparently I decided to skip all of these pages and do this page. I don't know. But yeah, I got super demotivated, and I hate it. Okay, so my friend decided to convince me to watch Marble Hornets. I finished it, and I cried when Hoodie died. But yeah, and so I drew some creepypastas, and this has got me back into my creepypasta phase for a while. For a hot minute, I was rereading every single creepypasta I had ever read, or listened to, most likely listened to, and then I read some other ones, but for a long time this is the only thing I could draw. This is I think that's a speed paint? I don't remember. I think it is. I know it's an Instagram post. I know that for sure. Ooh, here we get into some stuff! This is my, these are 2 speed paints that you'll notice on my channel. I think this one was last week's, actually. I think so. This is something that I made just on a whim. I just did it, and it was sort of just a small concept in my head, and it was just basically going off of the fact that, you know how Toby wears a mask? I decided to, like, what if the mask that this character wears is actually a breathing mask, and they could die if they don't wear it? And that was the entire concept that birthed this character, and oh my god, she has birthed a lot of things. I should stop saying birthed. Her name is Paige. and I love her. I love her. Basically, the concept of this character is that it's this character, and she is addicted to killing things. You know, as a child, and you're an evil little psychopath, you murder squirrels. And she had an addiction to murdering squirrels. And when that privilege was taken away from her, she decided to murder her parents. She is 16. She is a proxy, so she doesn't actually technically age. She's been like this. She's been 16 since 2008? Yeah. No, 2009. 2008 is when her story takes place. Yeah. I actually wrote her story. Oh my god. Just let's just take a moment to appreciate this. Yeah, I actually wrote her story, and I might actually do a reading of that story. Along with her story. This is her a lot older, but basically, she is a murderer, obviously, but she is a feral child who lives in the woods and kills anyone who comes across her path. Oh, and the story for her is actually really sad. And it's not her story, it's the story of when people found out she exists. And it's really sad. I don't know why I wrote it like that. It scared my mom when I read it to her, because I read it to my mom. She told me I could be the next Stephen King. I don't know. This just proves it. Okay, let me explain this. If you may be able to tell that I did not plan to do this background. I drew this, but then I was like, she's probably leaning on something, and I was like, maybe it's a wall, and then I decided, I just kept going. I'm going, and then it ended with this. I don't know, okay? I just do this stuff. This is gonna be a very long video if I keep rambling. Oh. You're not supposed to see that. Ignoring all of that you just kind of saw. This is Michael and this is Alex, who are two other characters that are going to be involved in Paige's story. Well, not in Paige's story. Paige's story is about Paige. Basically, I wanted them three to be a trio, like a proxy trio, like Toby, Hody, and Masky, and then yeah. And basically, the concept behind Michael is that he kills people with a truck. And the entire concept behind him was, what if there was a roadside killer, but the roadside killer just ran you over? And that was him. He's blind. If you can't tell. Yeah, he got his eyes stabbed at, like V from Missing Messengers. But yeah, his eyes are broken. And then we have Alice. Yeah, she kills pedophiles. And rapists. And anyone who touches a woman. Or anyone younger than them. Yeah, she's a justified woman. Yeah. But like, with these three together, they're kind of unstoppable. So. And they're a very big story. They're a big part of the story that's right here in these 6 pages that you will never see. This is when I realized that I hated his design. I hated his colors. Because when I really realized that I hated his colors when I was doing this. I hated his colors. And I hated it so much. Because I realized they're all white. As I said before. I hated it so much, and I hate all of these drawings. And if you can't tell, I got a bit depressed. So we're just gonna move on. More of me hating my art so much. Some stuff here. Oh, I took an old story that you may actually remember. It was about this girl named Erebus. I don't even know why I named her that. It's a really weird name. It was originally straight, but then I rewrote it. Then, like, halfway through me writing it, I was like, oh my god, make this gay instead, so, like, lesbians. And so it messed up the entire, basically everything that had come before it, because everything come before it was, like, really tension between the main character and her male love interest. But then I went into gay mode. I don't know, okay? So I was gonna rewrite it, and I never actually did it, and I don't know. I've drawn her in other sketchbooks. You might remember her if you've been here long enough. What is that? Is that paint? I don't even know. Oh yeah. More creepypastas. I don't understand this at all. I could not draw anything. But then I turned around and decided to draw a page of creepypasta characters, and I could suddenly draw. Explain. Explain! Oh, that's, that, no, this is all gonna be blocked out, and that, well, it's not, that is, I'm just gonna block that out with color or something, but, like, all of this is planning for my novel, and I can't show you it. I was designing her because I've never actually designed, you may remember this from my last sketchbook tour. I had a dream, and I had a dream, and I turned that dream into a story, and this is me trying to figure out stuff about that story, and this is towards the end of the story, and, because I'm halfway done with the book, but I haven't actually had the motivation to finish it, and there was so much that I actually cut out and had to change, and then I did all of this, but I can't go back because I don't want to, and do what I had cut out and try to put more stuff into it so that it's longer and it makes more sense, because before it was just really, really boring and stupid. Nobody would read it, but, like, I'm trying to fix it. So I designed her. She's a very, very basic character, and it's supposed to be like that because she's supposed to be very inconspicuous. Basically, she, if you may remember, she has fire powers. AKA the reason why the story is called Wildfire. And she is, this is Aetheris, her name is Aetheris because that was the name that popped in my head in my dream. I don't understand my dream. And the weird thing is, I've never actually had a continuation of that dream, which is weird because I usually have continuations of my dreams. But yeah, she is very plain character. She just has no brown hair. Well, brown hair with, like, golden highlights, I guess. Like, blonde highlights, I guess. She has brown eyes, unless she uses her magic. When she uses her fire, her eyes glow, which is why she typically closes her eyes so that that doesn't happen. But, like, there are some scenes where it does happen. But yeah, as soon as I drew this, I was suddenly able to draw again. But then I hated everything I drew. I hate. Oh, this is just stiff. This is a speed paint. This is gonna be next week's speed paint. If you might be able to guess what this is, and if you do, I will be very proud of you for guessing that. Characters. This was another idea for a speed paint. 'Cause, again, I tried to redo them. I tried to redo it, and I couldn't get it right. I couldn't do it. And I recently did another speed paint. That's going to be after the speed paint, I think. And it is Dylan in his normal colors. And this is... oh, these are the characters for the which story? Which story is that? No, before. Is it before it? I don't know. No. Not that one. That's sad. I don't know. There's a character from this story, and they're gay. As you can probably tell. I drew Dylan and Aaron, and I actually like how these turned out. But again, I couldn't replicate them digitally, and I don't know why. He's crying in this one, I think. Dylan looks a lot taller in this one. She's not supposed to be. She's short. Oh. So remember that story that I told you about? That I basically ripped off Given? Well, I took that story and sort of took a step back and I rewrote it even sadder. As you can tell. Yeah, yeah. I hate this. This was TikTok. For Pride, this was actually TikTok for Pride Month, and I hate it so much. I hate the way the drawings look. I hate how the way everything looks. I hate how this looks, and I hate it. I didn't hate it at the time, but I hate it now. Okay, so over here, I decided to take a step back and try to go to the fundamentals of art and try to do things. But then I realized I hate the way they draw faces, so I started studying faces. Oh, this is Emily. I had to change her name. She was a sonnet at one point, but now I don't remember her name now. Basically, I had rewritten her story, and that was what these two are. This is her full colors, I believe. I deleted it. My dumbass deleted it. This is Juman Han from Mystic Messengers. Because I love him and I went on his route and please don't keep me in a cage, Daddy. Shoes. More faces. More face studies. Eye studies. I actually really like how this one turned out. It's really pretty. And I also like this one. I don't know why, but all the sad ones look good. Oh yeah, I was trying to rearrange how my wall looked, but I never actually did that. I haven't done it yet. Some gesture drawings, and then I got a jean jacket. I got a jacket, and I love it to death. My sister took me shopping, and like a really expensive store for girls. Rue 21, I think it's called, and the only thing that caught my eye was the jean jacket, and it was $30, and we found this one on sale for $12, so I bought it. Well, I didn't buy it, my sister bought it. This is me swatching things, and then this is her! Her name is... Their name is Alba, and their baby, and I love them so much. And yeah, that was them. This is also when I had the crisis, and I actually cried during that breakdown. But yeah, on a lighter note, let's like close this book and get rid of it. How about I show you a sneak peek into my new sketchbook where I didn't die. You can see, I suppose that this one is a good one to show you, and this page. And if you can't tell, I changed my style quite a lot. I changed the way I draw eyes. I made an upper lip and I made it darker, and I changed the way I drew noses and everything. And basically, the thing is that as soon as I broke down and realized that I hated my art, I started this new sketchbook, and I don't know why, but my body, my hands, just corrected everything. They corrected it, and now I love my art again. So, what's wrong with me? That's just how it works, for me, apparently. But yeah, so I'm not depressed anymore, I'm not sad anymore, I don't hate my art anymore, and I'm pretty okay with it. But yeah, that was my 15th sketchbook, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And check out, if you want to, you can subscribe. If you like this video, then subscribe if you want to see more of my art and anything we've seen in this in my new sketchbook, then you want to see that. If you like that art, then please follow. Follow my Instagram. You will find a lot of the stuff that is in this sketchbook on there, and yeah. And if you like my content, then subscribe, I guess. There will be videos in the iCard, my links in the description, I don't know. If you want to see chaotic me, then go to my TikTok, where I do, yeah. Bye.